Hi, I'm Ryan Seder, and this is Time for Healing with your host, Marion Porter, and my mom, Lisa Seder.
Well, all right, here we are. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. And what are we doing here now? The Intuit art?
We're doing Intuit art.
Oh, tell me, what is it? It looks so exciting.
So, all of my life, I've actually seen pictures, and I didn't know what the pictures were. But I had started going to Unicorn Meadow, and it was a development circle. And at that point, I was doing these readings, and I've developed an Intuit Art was born. So now I share my gift with people, and I make a difference in their lives.
Hey, so what happens? Like you talk to someone, and then you do a little painting of what's happening?
Yeah, I sit down and I make sure it's okay for me to read them and their energy, and I intuitively pick up on things, and I see pictures and I jot them down, and once I do that, then I go ahead and I do a painting. So most readings, when you go see someone, if you have something going on in your life, you would sit down and they would tell you all these amazing things, and you would just take copious notes and then go back and refer to them, or some people allow you to record it. So in this case, you don't have to do that because I give you little pictures and highlights. So you can easily go back and just look at the pictures and refer back to it that way. I've actually had people laminate this so they can go back and refer to it. It does always evolve and change because we're always evolving.
Wow. So you see pictures. Who's showing you the pictures? Like, is it little movies? Is it just a little snip and a snap? How's that work?
It is pretty amazing. I actually had a teacher once say, I wish I had a GoPro to see what happens in your mind. But that's what it's like. It is. It's like a little GoPro. I see things all the time, and I get pictures and information about people. It is pretty neat. It is amazing.
Wow. So just anybody random, like walking around in the world, and you're just like, how do you get on with that type of thing, love?
Actually, everyone has this gift. Everyone has an intuition and the ability to do these things. It's just that I have gone to development areas where I can develop these gifts. But everyone has them, and everyone has had.
Come on.
No, you know you could do it too.
I've never done a sketch just sitting at the Dairy Queen enjoying a cone, looking at the family next to me. Never did I draw a sketch. So I want to know how that works.
But you know that you do see pictures, you do see colors. There are feelings that you get. You know, people have that intuition, especially when you have a really close bond and close connection. You suddenly think of them and the phone rings, or you know, you're thinking about someone and you know, you have to make sure you call them. So everyone has that feeling. You've had that feeling.
Well,
I know you have.
But I've never sketched it out. This is what fascinates me. What's it look like? You got one done yet, or?
So I do have examples over there. I started one, but
this is how it starts.
This is the way it's going to look. So if you were to come to me for a reading, we would.
That's sort of like a tarot card layout.
No. So when people come. I jot this down, and then I.
So that's your working. That's how it starts.
This is what you're going to get to go home with.
Oh boy!
But
when it's got glitter on it.
Yeah, of course it has glitter. You're sparkly.
I am, and so are you. I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, a toast to how much I love you.
Toast.
Yay! All right, we shall drink now.
Okay.
Water, very refreshing.
Perfect.
So that's the basic template of how it starts. So how did you develop that?
So because I see things in pictures, this defines each picture in each one. So typically what I do when I sit down to sketch someone or have a reading with someone, I go through and I do little pictures like this.
Well, look at that now, isn't that? So I would consider that doodling.
You would think so. So then after I do this, I have a dialogue with you, and I tell you and inform you of this is what I see, this is what I heard, this is what I feel, these are the messages, and you would convey, you know, if you understand it or if you don't understand it. And then I would take the highlights and then I put it here. I let you take a picture of this so you can go back to refer to this, but then I give you this as well.
Oh. Now I see you got one of those circles up above with like a little rainbow happening there. Is that a...
Yeah, so earlier I knew I was going to be doing a reading for you, so I did get this started. What I did see a lot with you was triangles, a lot of different triangles, and more like in space, like the Concorde, you know, I had no windows, but it was like really fast
playing. Oh, like a spaceship.
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Lot. And like, I would even say like airplane triangles, but steel. But yeah, a lot of that. So I tried to do, I tried to do it in a triangle because that's what was coming up, and it was very, it was repetitive. You kept getting stuff like that. And a lot of traveling with, in triangles.
Far out. You know what I'm thinking? Let's get on with this part and continue our conversation while this is happening because I'm amazed.
Okay.
So let's get to the doodling.
Okay. So the prevalent colors when I was speaking or when I was asking about you, blue, purple, and green.
Wow.
Those were the colors that were really, really popular, and they kept coming up. But I was seeing like this, I want to say like a star cast, and that's why I had the sparkles, because it was more like a star burst.
Oh.
That's why I have that there. It's really interesting. So, do you want to?
Yeah, let's giddy up.
So, we talked about that, and we talked about the Concorde. It was a lot of triangles.
And that's what you're drawing, a lot of triangles.
Yep. And so I do physical scan too, see what I can see going on, and if there's anything that really bothers me or I have a little discomfort. And I do have something in my stomach, and it's really interesting. You know how when you, especially now this time of year, when you're driving by the rocks and you see the water coming out, but it's like ice.
Yeah.
So, I get that sensation in my stomach. So I don't know if you have anything happening in your stomach, but that's the feeling
that
I'm getting.
Well, I do now. I didn't before, I'll tell you.
I'll just leave that with you, so you can always go back.
So my stomach feels cold?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's something there that seeping out. Yeah. So yeah, a very interesting thing. So you could sit with that and see if that is significant.
Something seeping out of my stomach? You heard it here first, folks. Where's it going? Mother of God.
Oh, golly. But I do numbers too, and I do see like 4 and 7. I don't know if those are significant to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 and 7. 47 or 4 and 7 and or both?
Now I see 4 and 7. 4 and 7.
Together?
I see
so 47?
4 and 7. Yeah, I don't see a plus in the middle. I see 4.
Well, thank God there's no math involved. Because that's an awful lot with the seeping of the triangles. Now you want to throw in a little algebra? Honey, the show's over. We knew this would happen.
I know.
I love you. All right, we're going to work right through it. Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, does anything resonate, or do you have any questions on anything I've done so far?
Well, yeah. The triangles. You said they were like spaceships.
They're steel, yeah. And there's a
Steel
lot of them.
and
And it actually reminded me of the Concorde, and I actually don't know if like the Concorde's even a thing anymore.
No,
but it was a thing when I was growing up. That was like a big thing. And there were no windows and it could go super fast, but it's like that.
So I might be riding in these ships?
I'm not
One
sure.
of them, perhaps?
If that resonates with you,
Well, it does.
then
That'd be cool if I was in a nice... Am I the captain of this armada?
Oh, now we have an armada.
Well, you
so
know, I'm
obviously
thinking.
it resonates. We have an armada. Nice.
Now we have an armada. You heard it here first. We have an armada. So the seeping in the stomach, what is that, like I'm dying from this? Or what's happening with the seepage?
No, but do you have any, well, I'm just saying that there may be, I feel, discomfort and...
Well, I have had some gluten and some dairy.
Thank
And I'm
you.
not supposed to.
Drop the mic now.
Okay, good,
so we're
good.
done.
Just scratch that off. Scratch that off the pad.
All right. But it is interesting because once I started saying that about the ice along the rocks, I feel like I've actually seen this recently, and I haven't. So I don't know if you've gone on a hike or if you've actually physically seen that.
Yes.
Okay.
I have seen ice on rocks.
Recently?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't know if that's happening yet. Is it cold enough to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was like, yeah, it's cold.
Okay.
So the 47, would that be like a year, like 1947? Curious.
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm evolving.
Yeah.
And we're doing these
Right
things.
now as we speak? Look at this.
Absolutely. So I'm trying to do it more without closing my eyes and kind of like looking and seeing, hearing, and yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
All the clairs.
Yeah, all the clairs.
All right. So you've written something down there?
Yeah,
What does that say, nosy?
I tend to ask if there's a specific message for you that I can give you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to ask.
Oh, far out. Oh, you haven't asked it yet? Oh, by all means, I'll just have a little water.
Okay.
Parched.
So it's interesting because so I'm getting like 2 exclamation points in front and 2 exclamations.
That's a foreign language type thing.
Yes, but this is like, but it's not like a scooch. It's not, I'm getting listen and support, 2 separate words, but I'm getting listen with the,
Oh, okay.
listen and support. Those are the messages.
I don't know what that means.
These are very important.
Well, what is it?
They're the upside down exclamation points. You'll have to see if this resonates. So,
Well, you're going to take this and put it on to
I
the
am.
little...
So you'll have that over there.
Right, so that'll maybe we'll tease what that is out in the painting.
Sometimes things don't make sense now.
But they will.
Sometimes, well, actually, I actually had a reading with someone, and I was doing a bridge, and I'm like, I see this bridge, and I could see this bridge, and when I was painting it, I painted it blue. She's like, I don't go over bridges, and I certainly don't go over blue bridges, and I'm like, okay. I said, all right, and so the next week she sent me a picture. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm going over a blue bridge, and I said she was going to a dog show, and I was like, oh my God, I knew I saw a blue bridge, I just didn't know, and that's. Since I was a little kid, I saw these pictures, and I didn't know what I was seeing.
Wow. Well, we'll on delay. Let's see more. Let's take the tour around my brain. What else is kicking around?
All right. And sometimes what I do during the reading, while I'm like closing my eyes and looking at things, I have you pick a card.
Shall I pick a card?
Yeah, so this is really neat because these are postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed.
Oh, yes.
And these always match with the reading that I give you.
Challenge accepted.
Yes. So, any card, pick a card, it shall be the one.
Oh, all is well. Do I need to read this?
You don't have to read it out
Oh,
loud.
good,
if you
because it's
don't
super.
want to.
It's very long. It's very long. Very long. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. All your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Isn't that nice? Ending up with all is well. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's exciting. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If we have time towards the end, maybe I'll read it. But we'll see how that works in. So what are you drawing there now? A boomerang?
No, this is really interesting. I see the moon, but I actually see the moon from like a bedroom, and yeah, it's really clear outside. I don't know why I'm seeing this, so hold on.
Oh. Whose bedroom are you in, love?
Some magical realm.
Well, fancy that.
Yeah. There's like a butterfly on the wall in a picture.
Well, I have a butterfly on the wall in my kitchen, and I can see the moon at my kitchen window. And my apartment is a very magical realm.
Do you read newspapers?
It's 2018,
I know,
almost 19. I don't sully my hands with newsprint.
I know.
But every now and again, I do get the circular. I get the circulars. I want to see what's on sale.
Yeah, it's so funny.
On occasion.
I see you. That's why I said it like that, because I see you opening a paper. Like, I'm like,
to see what they got on sale at somewhere, you know.
So you do.
Well, not often. Not the time I throw it out, but on occasion, I want to know what John Blah has. It's always a fun circular.
Interesting. Because I see you actually opening that and reading it.
I have.
Let me see if there's anything I can see here.
Is that a ghost?
No, that's your outline.
Oh, very good.
Because yeah. So
what's happening there?
That is a purple balloon that you have on your shoulder.
Oh, hey, look at that. I'm gonna pop it.
Yeah, no, it's actually there for protection.
A purple balloon is protecting me.
Yes.
As fragile as a balloon is, it is protecting me. Oh dear, from what?
Hold on.
Painful stairs.
And you have like this. You have like a cone here for protection.
A cone around my neck to prevent me from biting at the scar the vet left? I have a cone around my neck?
Yeah.
Wow.
So left shoulder.
Like a cone, seriously, like a cone like a dog would get from the vets?
Similar, more looks like, yeah, it's like covering here. It's like to protect you.
Oh, fancy that.
Yeah,
not a neck brace.
It's not a neck brace.
Good, because that's
so
frightening.
I see spiritual armor.
Oh, spiritual armor.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
So,
and that includes a balloon?
It does.
Oh, they're really
It's
getting
purple.
good with their work now.
It's purple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's actually all around.
A purple balloon is all around me?
Yeah. So things bounce off of you.
Oh.
Right. But you are protected in here, so people can't.
That's good. That's good. Thank you, Malka Kuna.
So I think we have enough to put in here.
Yeah, let's make with the paints.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So this seems all kind of random, but this is something that's going to come together in the painting here.
It does
now.
seem it, and I know sometimes it does seem random, but it usually makes sense or has some type of. It does resonate usually with you in some fashion.
I'm very excited to see
something
how it
means-
does.
It usually means something to you.
I'm hoping. Geez, I'm hoping. This is the Armada.
So why would you want to have a reading?
Why would I want
why
to have a
why were you
reading?
excited to have a reading?
Because, you know, I got a lot going on in my life. It's just a festival of fun, my life. God Almighty. And if I can get some clarity around what's going on, why not? And make a show out of it at the same time.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that's it's very clever.
Make sure you listen. And it's really interesting that we see the foreign signs, but make sure you listen. I know I'm saying that, but...
Well, what does it have to do with the foreign signs? Like the foreign punctuation?
Yeah. Are you expecting to make a trip anywhere?
I would like to go to Jerusalem.
Okay. Are you going alone?
I don't know. I have to figure out how I'm getting there.
Okay.
But that's what I want to do. I want to go to Jerusalem. I've been there before.
And you're going back.
Oh, it's my plan to go back to Jerusalem, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, look at all of that now. Looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
It's your armada.
Hey.
Triangles are very significant, and actually triangles may be very significant in whatever situation that you may be having.
Well, it very well might. It very well might.
The armada, of course, of course.
And 47. Not 44? Or 42, 42. That was...
47.
Yeah, 47.
The 4 and 7. There's something significant about 47.
I bet there is. I bet there is. Wow.
And you have great support around you. And you're great at supporting people.
That's
Are you a
good.
merchant?
Yes. I thought
How did
that
I
was
know
two
that?
shows back. That was 2 shows back. I love you, Andrea Miller. Yeah, that was 2 or 3 shows back. We learned that I was a merchant. I was rather surprised. I thought I was an outsider, but I'm a merchant to the outsiders. So, you know, mazel tov.
I'm also a merchant.
Are you?
I am.
Oh.
An educator, but merchant. Yeah.
How exciting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Always interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I do. I've always tried to, you know, not sell things, but promote my ideas, promote different things that interest. Yeah, well, you know, this whole show. I mean, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Shout outs to all my pals.
Beautiful people.
Yes.
And you're supporting them.
And I'm listening.
Yes!
Oh, look at this. Look at this. God, I love you. Quite a lot of paints there, huh?
Yeah. Why purple balloons?
Well,
why
you know,
purple balloons,
why purple
though?
balloons? Lots of them, huh?
Yeah, but significant over here and into your back. I don't know. Very interesting. Do you like purple?
Yeah. Who doesn't? It's a lovely
Well,
color.
I don't know. You don't have any color.
I don't have any purple on today?
No, you don't.
No, that's because I wore purple on the last show.
Oh, okay.
I don't want people to think that I only have one outfit.
Oh, but it's Wednesday. Oh, wait, that's...
I know, but that's on that movie. And Kristen loves that, so Kristen edits this. I love you, Kristen. On Wednesdays, we wear pink. You're really going to town here, Ulysses. What's going on? Oh, that's my sweater?
That's your sweater.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at you.
I
Didn't
know.
want to paint me a little thinner?
We can edit that later, okay?
Looks like you found Waldo. So this is fascinating.
It is fascinating, and
Now, what's it all telling me? What's it all telling me?
So that is interesting. Why do people go to readers? People go to readers because they're struggling with something, right?
Okay.
And they need support and feedback, and they need some direction. And that's what we do. We help people and give them some perspective. And it's really interesting that people who do this, they have such power in their words, because
This is you.
I can
Yes.
recall going to people and remembering what they said to me and thinking, wow. And they did make a difference in my life. I had someone tell me back in the 90s when I became Reiki attuned, they said to me, oh, you're going to be working with me. And I was like, you're as your admin assistant? But here I am, right?
Look at that.
Look at that. So
These little triangles, you got a little bacony looking bit down there. What's that below the triangle?
oh, that's the Concord.
Oh, very nice. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Now you got 2 circles to fill up. It looks like we have 27 seconds, but I don't think that's true because I feel we stopped the clock. That is true?
Nope.
That's true? We only have 19 seconds? Oh, look at this.
How amazing.
Wow.
Time flies.
So what would you put in those two
So
things?
what I would put here is I really think that the water in the gut,
Yeah.
and that is super important.
Okay.
And that should be looked at.
All right.
And the little picture of the moon and the picture. And
Okay. We're a little over, but what does it all mean? Tie it all up. What does it all mean for me?
So you came in with a question.
Yeah.
And you wanted to kind of see where things were.
Yeah.
And I really do think there's a couple things here that really support what you came in looking for.
Cool.
The triangles, hear,
Yeah.
listen, and utilize what you have. This always changes. Your armor, depending on the situation. So this does change, but look to see what this means to you and use it.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Look at this. Thank you for watching our show, Time for Healing, with our wonderful guest, the fantastic Lisa Seder with her Intuit art. We'll see you next time for another episode of Time for Healing.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.